All right, some good news. Thanks, Steve. Lyme disease cases have soared nationwide 320% in the last 20 years. Experts say it's especially aggressive here in the capital region. So as the CDC looks at better ways to combat it, many folks who've been diagnosed with the disease say the real struggle is trying to get their insurance to cover their health care. CBS 6 investigative reporter Jennifer Lukey joins us now with The Real Deal. And Jen, Lyme disease is so prevalent here. Why the pushback on insurance?
Well, Cody, for years, the disease has been somewhat regional, obviously impacting mainly the Northeast, which means there haven't been a lot of big national studies into the best ways of treating it. Without those studies, that scientific proof, insurance companies aren't going to pay. Right now, if you catch it quick, normally the cost of testing and antibiotics is covered. But patients who have long-term symptoms end up paying thousands of dollars out of pocket.
We have so many deer in the backyard in the winter.
Steve Thorne was an avid hunter for years.
It was always the thing where, oh, you got Lyme disease. It was like getting a cold. You just take a pill and you get better.
Problem is, after he took the pills, he didn't get better.
I have no strength in my arms and my legs. The quivering in my voice is because of the weakness in my body.
He saw a number of specialists, and finally his neurologist said this.
He took me in a private room. He put his arm around me and he said, Steve, go find the best Lyme doctor you can. Because they thought I had Parkinson's, and they thought I had MS. They thought at one time that I had ALS. And this is everybody. My story is not unique at all.
Those suffering from similar symptoms after being diagnosed with Lyme disease look toward long-term IV antibiotics for relief. But right now, insurance providers won't cover the cost. The New York Health Plan Association represents those insurers here in New York.
To date, there is no science that supports long-term antibiotics as being an effective treatment. I know that there are patients and I know that there are some doctors who believe it, but there does not seem to be either the medical support for it or the scientific evidence.
But Steve and many others like him say without the drugs, they have no quality of life.
Emotionally and financially draining. It's torn my family apart. It's lost me without friends. It's taken every ounce of energy I have just to go through the day.
With the new CDC numbers, folks on both sides of this debate anticipate more research.
It's a complex condition, and some of what are alleged as some of the symptoms long-term, I think will generate more study. And then I'm sure there'll be probably an evolution in terms of what the view is from the medical professions about it.
An evolution, Steve says, can't come soon enough.
Hopefully future people won't go through this, that will won't have to endure it.
Congresswoman Elise Stefanik and Congressman Chris Gibson are hosting a Lyme disease summit this weekend to discuss with experts new research in pursuit of some solutions. It will likely take that research for insurance companies to even consider expanding coverage of Lyme disease. Ann.